Tyler Teabag Lake needs to be found and he needs to be arrested today. I want him charged for attempted murder. I want him charged with injuring and torturing my dogs. I want him charged for aiding in my identity theft, which has been happening to me, which I can 100% and have proven. He is a 25 to 30-year-old piece of shit, Robert Cade, drug-fed little fuck toy, who is untouchable, who was actually given money and drugs a week or so ago, dropped off on the corner of Center and Thomas Street, and walked home. Compliments of the cops. He frequents his mother on John Street, Shelley Barches, a place beside Video 99 with Blair Hardy, Thomas and Center Street, side door entrance. An obese woman lives there, blonde hair. It's a crack shack. He hangs at Robert Berry's, 34 Water Street, here in Napanee, and also Ray LeBlow's behind a pizza shop on Dundas and East Street. Big bay window. He needs to be found. He needs to be arrested today. I don't care who or what he is for OPP here in Napanee. I want this piece of shit put away in fucking cuffs. And I would go to OPP and I would get it done, but I'm not taking a chance of being fucked over myself, and I am not going to be shot because they need to protect these little bastards for them. Anybody sees him, message me, let me know, or whatever. He needs to be taken off the streets immediately. He is an OPP little bastard, and he is a threat. He's guilty of fucking murders. Your animals are also in danger too from the little bastard. Tony Hearns, you can't miss him. He's the only guy in Napanee with long red hair that goes around thinking he's Axl Rose. He's a speed dealer. He's also involved with this with Dale Hartwick. He needs to be arrested and charged as well. This is how this shit's being done to me since 2019. And I don't care. I was fucking shot by ex-OPP chief before he left, our commander. In 2019, he drove a white Jeep Wrangler on the corner of Center and Bridge Street. And ever since then, the lies, the time-buying, the cover-ups, and the deforming, the medical blacklisting, the sex assaults, and everything else that's been taking place with me, trying to fuck me over, trying to make this look like a mental problem, a psychological problem. No, it is a criminal problem, and it is being done by the Mental Health Association. One Stacy, a blonde-haired woman, used to be Daily Tea Company, human trafficking garbage. The doctors that are aiding them in their crimes through their lies against their victims, which I have proven for 4 years, and OPP, using their badges, positions, credentials, their lies, their false guise of law to be above suspicion. When it's being done on poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, and you can cast your lies on them and get away with it, then you're going to do it. You're human trafficking, human sex trade, slavery trafficking, possible money laundering through these bastards who you are using. Jason Gimpy Two-Step Winalstein, he needs to be found and he needs to be taken out immediately by all means necessary. And I'm not saying kill. I'm not advocating that in any way, shape, or form. That I am not advocating. He is the killer. I am not. And I do not want to be involved in any way, shape, or form with it. So I am not advocating anything like that. He just needs to be taken out and off the streets. Legally. Bert Hustler. Blair Hardy and the one known as Bill Wooldridge from 149 Center Street North, now bald glasses, approximately 70 years old and frequents a loaf and ale and coffee cravings. He goes by many aliases: Bill Wooldridge, Bill Cooldridge, Robert Bubbles, or James Bubbles, Robert Cross, and many others. He is OPP, untouchable, protected, stalking killer, and both of these bastards are guilty of murdering my mother by using R&M on her and giving her cancer. Just like Tyler Teabag Lake and Ray LeBlanc were doing on my dog Runt, to deform the fuck out of him, was torturing him and killed him through cancer. Just like they'd done to a neighbor of mine, an ex-neighbor of mine who is now gone conveniently, died of cancer. And they were in the same building too, where I was living, doing this shit. All it needs to be activated is a cell phone, Wi-Fi, or computer. Simple as that. So, no delusion, no hallucination, no fucking imagination. It's 100% real, especially when I'm getting stuff like this done to me. And being accused of doing it to myself, I don't fucking think so. Or this, with tubes coming up my neck into the back of my head from around my neck, I don't fucking think so. I'm not doing that while being called a delusional, hallucinating retard and being refused medical help, told, oh, my hat fits, you're fine. Or get rushed to the hospital. What do you expect us to do for you today, Mr. Wood? Having to crawl out and take taxis home, rush to the hospital, left waiting. I'm not saying which ones. This is Ray LeBlanc. He lives behind a pizza shop on Dundas and East Street. He's a child groomer. He's also involved with this, and this is probably where everybody is hiding at his place. He's also guilty of fucking stalking. Every time I would walk out my door, he was constantly right there, just like Bill Wooldridge was, or the one known as Bill Wooldridge at the time. Constantly. No coincidence either. Dale Hartwick. How he's getting drop charges for the stabbing he done is by aiding OPP. He's now a rat informant for him. And he is using this shit with him on me. Him and Tony Hearns are taking turns, just like Jason Van Alstyne, Tyler fucking Lake, and Blair Hardy are, all day and all night long, even in my sleep. This is done. So on an average night, I'm lucky if I'm getting approximately 2 hours actual sleep a night because of this being done. And it's certainly no hallucination or delusion, that's for damn sure. Not when my head can be blown up like a balloon and show it and prove it, and not being able to do anything about it because of lies against me, being suicidal self-harm. All I've been doing for the last 4 years since this happened is try to get help and save my life while being labeled this shit and getting nowhere because of who it's done to and from. Trying to get arrested, hands surrounded on guns. As a matter of fact, last time I was arrested, I went to a certain hospital, and as soon as I left the very same day I was going to get arresting done, it was done to me to prevent anything on anyone else. Hands surrounded on guns to prevent arrest, stalking, kidnapping, sex assaults attempts through Shelley Hafner and her bullshit incompetency lies to try to get me kept and shut up so I would not be talking about what I've been talking about, showing what I've been showing, proving what I've been proving, by whom, how, and why the crime's taken place, and who is responsible. All done in an attempt to shut me up so they can cover their asses. 100%. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, beware families of murdered and missing, and I hate to say this, but I would definitely check Ontario Provincial Police next time somebody goes missing or is kidnapped or is trafficked or anything else. They need to be seriously investigated, especially one Spencer Mills 14716, one Robert Kane 7224, ex-chief or commander, drove a white Jeep Wrangler, year 2019, before leaving Napanee, Ontario. Staff sergeants, years 2019, 2021, kidnapping and sodomy, sex assault. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Robert can fuck, can kill, can get away with it, Money Badge Family Town Council, Lucas actually. Stacy, the mental health worker, once again, was Daily Tea Company, now Kingston, and Shelley Huffner. Stacy is the one that pretty much got me medically blacklisted after I was shot by XOPP Chief or Commander. I went up to get my CAT scans done. She was there talking. She was at a hospital I was at talking to the woman now known to be her girlfriend. And after that, I was medically blacklisted, files falsified against me. I would go to hospitals to get help. What do you expect us to do? We seen your file, we seen your file, we seen your file. What file is that? When I had not been to a hospital or a doctor in approximately 7 to 10 years prior to being shot. No neurological problems either. I was doing good, I was happy, I was meditating, I was helping others, I was trying to help myself, and then this happened. 100% bullshit lie, but she's using her position as a mental health fucking worker who I had no association with except for going to get help for somebody else who was causing shit, and she used that bullshit. I walked in, the first words out of her mouth to me is, "I know you." No, you don't. And I would still like to know what the fuck she meant by that. And then all of a sudden, the very next day, Spencer Mills shows up at my house with a mental health worker to threaten and intimidate me that if I didn't shut up and stop talking about what was taking place at the mission and other crimes, there would be serious consequences, either mental health way or criminally. And they were 100% right. They've done everything to stop me. They've done everything to prevent me, injure me, torture me, completely changing my fucking identity, fucking my brain on me while having me medically blacklisted to prevent me help, stalking my mother, killing my dogs, throwing blood on previous houses, at previous address, arson attempts is what OPP, Bill Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Legg, Van Alstyne, and the rest of these bastards who are drug-fed, money-paid co-offenders, human trafficking, sex slavery trafficking, every one of them are sex offenders, most likely on the sex offender registry list. And I'm going through identity theft to look like these fucking sex offending goof pieces of shit lowlives. I'm not taking a fall for any fucking Blair Hardy because he is a rape hound, because he is Spencer Mills' boyfriend. It's not gonna fucking happen. This is why you had me arrested, to get my blood and my piss, and so you could get my pictures, print signatures, and everything else needed. And I will not be proven wrong. Be safe, everybody. This is done with me. There is nothing I can do about it, and I am the end of my bloodline, and they got away with it after 4 years. And I hope this is remembered, because I guarantee you it will be done again, and they will continue to get away with it, and continue to get away with it on more and more and more. Because it's the cops, because it's the doctors, because it's the Hardys, the Lakes, the Van Alstynes, the Hartwicks, the LeBeaus, the Hearns, and the ones that own and work with them for these dirty, corrupt cops. Anything else happens to me by anybody, physically, mentally, or anymore, because of me not being able to get to a hospital. If I had a way to Ottawa or Toronto, I would gladly go, because I cannot go to any hospitals around here. They're involved with this bullshit, and they've proven it. At 3 hospitals have helped medically blacklist me to prevent me help through bullshit lies on me about being suicidal, self-harm, or drugs that I do not do. But because who it was from, and because I had long hair and my tattoos at the time, it was automatically believed. And then the cops are in on it for the so-called criminal bullshit, using their badge position, lies, and investigation, and all this other fucking crap which is untrue, to be above suspicion, to get away with what they are getting away with on their victims and not having to prove anything. I am the victim here for 4 years, and I'm paying for OPP crimes. I am paying for doctors' crimes on me, and I am paying for these other lowlives who are fucking aiding them doing this to me for 4 years. So remember this, people, especially here in Napanee. They are threats and dangers to society. You cannot go to the OPP for help. You cannot go there for anything except to have your fucking life taken, and they get away with it. That's all they're there for. They're not there to help you. They're not there for you in any way, shape, or form, especially if you cannot afford to pay them. And I have proven this. And I hate to say this, but they are not for anybody in Napanee, and you cannot go to them for help. If you do, be very, very careful. And I say that without any kind of paranoia or hate, by the way, because I don't hate. But you need to be, the public needs to know this, and they need to be careful. You ever need to call them, watch your family afterwards. You cannot go to the police for help anymore because they're not there for you. They will sell you, they will injure you, they will torture you, and they will do everything to fuck you to get out of it. I've proven it. It's not safe to even walk the streets, and I can't, and I'm saying that without any paranoia either, by the way, because of what they've done and what they've proven.